NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Dumps it off to Edwards. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
They were backed up to start the drive.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go play action with Jackson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to take off with it. Oh, he shifts past him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
We're going to shut you down.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They hand this off to Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen that, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And running with power here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. We're scoreless after 1. From the gun, Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, 81 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. To try again after the sack. Jackson underneath here to Hill. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. To throw again on second down. Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime, intermission here. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And Folk's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 4. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll begin by running the option. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 13. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's swung out wide to Harris. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
He stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. And he's got it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.